We have Jasmine Jefferson and Coach Sandy Pugh in the middle, far right. We have Brundage. All right. Coach, you can open it up with a statement and we'll take questions.
First of all, I'm definitely happy to be sitting here in the winter time. You know, it's anytime it's tournament time, it's all, everything's hard to follow. Secondly, I want to give my shout out to PV and Jeanette. I mean, that little kid is a heck of a warrior. We had our task 3 games, this season, trying to keep her in front of us. So she's had a phenomenal career. You know, we came out, our biggest focus going into this game was we wanted to play with energy. You know, that was the big word I put on the board, energy. You know, what kind of person are you going to be a teammate today? Are you going to be an energy boost or an energy drain? And I wanted to challenge them in terms of staying focused with the good and the bad and playing through adversity and just get out and do what we do, push the ball every time, get out of the transition, and try to keep them out of the lane. You know, Shemaya is a handful, trying to keep her off the glass. I mean, she does a great job of positioning herself, and we allowed them to get way too many over, something we're going to have to talk about tomorrow. But, you know, all in all, I'm just excited that we were able to come out and play Southern brand of basketball and come away with the W.
Questions?
Coach, congratulations on your broadcasting, and you talked about Jeanette in your opening statement. Was there a certain strategy that could pretty much shut it down? I've never seen Jeanette with a 7 points total for any game, 3 of 13 shooting. Was there any strategy you guys had in place? And like you said, keep her in front of you, but you guys really shut her down.
But she's the one that makes them go, you know, and you know, she's a handful. I mean, kids shoot off the dribble. She shoots a spot up 3. She can penetrate and kick, and she just does everything for them. And we knew she was going to play a multitude of minutes. We wanted to keep a fresh body on her at all times. 1, 2. We wanted to force her to her right. Going left, I mean, she's hard to handle. She can do too much to disrupt what we do. So we wanted to force her right so we can contain her in one spot. We didn't want to give her freedom of movement. And I thought Bonnie and Drea really did a good job of pushing up into it. You know, Drea's as small as Jeanette is, so I think that was just those were epic battles, you know, all 3 games. But, you know, I thought that, you know, watching them play yesterday, 3 had a great game. I thought that we couldn't let her get going. You know, I knew that we were going to harass and get it behind Jeanette. And, you know, Jeanette's going to be Jeanette. She's going to get some assists. She's going to get some points one way or the other. But, you know, to hold her to, you know, 7 points, that's pretty outstanding on 3 of 15 shooting. But, you know, 3 was the one that we really didn't want to get going. We wanted to sit on her right hand and force her to have to make some pass and shot decisions going to her left. The Brooks kid, you know, we were doubling on one side of the floor and we weren't on the other. We just wanted to kind of keep her off balance and use our bigs to try to get her out of the lane. And that was pretty much the whole strategy for them.
Jazz, 2 things. How difficult was Wednesday night, and how were you able to follow the game?
Well, you know, first off, you know, my team needs on the floor. Second, you know, the rest of the teammates, we were at the hotel and, you know, we looked at on there on SWAC.org. But I mean, you know, like I said, they need me on the floor, and, you know, every time, you know, I guess we didn't execute or anything, I thought that I can, you know, pretty much affect that play. So, but I mean, it was very hard. You know, we pulled out the win. It was kind of sloppy, but hey, it was. I mean, it was hard for me to even swallow.
I saw you come out and sit behind the men's bench at the end of the game. Were you just kind of antsy to be around basketball again?
I mean, yeah, we support, you know, each other. So basically, that's it.
Because what can you say? I mean, you knew you were getting Jefferson back. I mean, what can you say about the other girl you got there that had a pretty good night?
What I've been saying about her since she arrived from Seattle is that Jada has the potential to be as good as she wants to be. You know, the last 3 or 4 ball games, she's just been huge for us. You know, she's accepting her role, coming in off the bench, you know, people sleep on her. You know, she can finish around the basket, you know, she's a lot longer than you might think she is. And she can, you know, change shots and, you know, and she has some big boards down there. So I was just happy to see her, you know, go out and play with the energy. We really needed her, especially, you know, she and Ye against Shemaya. So I was just really happy to see her get her, was that career high for you, right? I think she wants to send her mom to DVD.
Yeah, Jada, what can you say about your night? What's the difference?
I feel like I owed it to my team because I made poor decisions early in the week. So I thought I would pay them back with playing my heart out and making sure I, you know, gave everything I had for them because they deserved it.
Didn't miss a shot tonight, or you just, what can you say about your shooting?
My right side's my side.
Have you ever had a double before?
In high school, yeah. But no, not since I've been in college.
Coach, not using her exact words, PB's coach said that the foul on Shemaya, the tech, kind of took them out of the game a little bit. Did you all notice that? Were able to take, you know, advantage of that?
I didn't see the foul. I didn't see it until it showed on the replay because I was asking what happened. And the referee was telling me that he was going to tell us in just a second. And I looked at my staff and I said, what happened? And they said, Brianna got elbowed. I said, I thought the foul was on Brianna. They said, no, it's a foul and she got elbowed. And then when I saw it on the replay, I was like, ouch, you know. You know, that's been a point of emphasis this year. And I told the kids, I said, you know, when Shemaya gets a rebound, make sure you're not standing behind her, you know, because she, you know, she's a big girl and, you know, she wants to secure her rebound. So, you know, there was nothing malicious or anything about it. It was incidental and, you know, unfortunately, you know, those calls have to be made. You know, I've seen it with, where it was, the situation was reversed and we got a rebound and came back. There's a little girl standing back here and she got hit in the head. You know, so they have to call it point of emphasis, so it's unfortunate, but, you know, we'll take it.
How much do you think the fact that half your team got rest and are a little more rested coming in after 2 days versus Prairie playing 1 day, how much do you think that will play into your favor tomorrow?
You know what? I don't think that was a factor at all. You know, we almost weren't here. I don't know if you watched that game, but we were down 5 points. You know, with the time ticking down, and you know, we were playing well prior to Texas Club. I mean, going into that game, we did a nice group. Everyone, we had established roles. We had our rotation down pat. You know, substitutions down, and we were really popular. So I was good to see them come out with the energy. You know, these kids they're crack ups, man. I mean, you get to practice and they're looking at you like, Coach, do you have to practice today? And you're like, yes, let's go. You pushing them, and then, you know, and then I'm going to the hotel, like, oh gosh, I hope they're ready to go. And then they come out, they're bouncing, you know, so they're a different crew. But when we're running, you know, we can get out of transition, we can cause some problems, and that's where we want to be.
We have time for one more question.
Right. Since Kendra came back in and safety seems really good to go tomorrow.
I don't know. I haven't talked to her or the trainer. You know, Kendra went out and I was in her ear talking to her, trying to make sure she's not, you know, jumping out on us, making sure she was, you know, understand she's got to show everybody she's okay. Her mom was in the stand worried, and that's what I told her. She was over. I said, she looks, I coach, and she, you know, but you know, she's a tough little kid. I think she banged her knee on the floor is what happened. So it kind of, you know, that hurts. So I think she'll be ready to go. I don't put it this way. I don't think she'd miss it for the world.
Let's go.